Today in Micro Scale Garage episode 40. The Motley Boys have sure have run amok on the trucks over the summer. The Jeep Rubicon with its new body and its new Lego figure has a blown motor and a blown ECU. The Glendale is gonna transport a motor to the Blue Beast Glendale. Mr. Motley's trying to have fun with getting his F-150 running, but just lately he's gonna mod out his wife's truck and try and put monster tires on it. Coming up next, Micro Scale Garage.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Micro Scale Garage, episode 40. Alright, let's check it out. The new build, the Bronco. What I've been doing, I just kind of set like the body on there just to give like an idea of how it looks. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Sorry about that. But I noticed I gotta move the body forward. I want to try and go super scale with it, and what I mean by super scale is I want to have full interior. I want to run the extra speed frame, extra speed chassis, and I also want to run the Revro frame in combination with making it look more scaled. I want to run the radiator, so I'm trying to figure out placement on where this frame's got to sit, but the frame needs to actually go a lot more up, like either a lot more up, or I'm gonna have to cut all this out in here by the bell housing and just have the trans sit all the way up in the interior. And about the shock towers, I'm gonna order some more of these extra speed aluminum shock towers. I really like these. I'm gonna throw these on the back of the Jeep. That way I have a little bit more weight in the back with the metal bumper. But I want to order another pack of these so that way I can run these shorties, the fronts and the rear also. I had to kind of like bend the frame a little bit to get them to fit, but I want to run these short ones like this so that way I don't have to cut as much into the frame as possible, because I'm going to have to cut right there where that opening is right here. Oh, hold on. Horrible cameraman right here. Make sure my screen is on. Let me get something to point with. Ink pen. I can cut like right here in this general section. I think I also, I kind of marked it out. That's where I'm gonna cut at. That's my plan. I just painted these seats. I didn't glue them in or anything. They're just, I think the paint might have dried on there. I set them on there wet. Eee. There was some crazy glue still on there. Oh, that's not scale. Alright, I'm gonna have to sand all that up and clean that off before I paint that black. Well, I'm gonna be doing a lot of cutting anyways. It seems like I'm gonna open this all the way up to there, it seems, because I want the frame to sit. And then also, I was working on the Revro kit, the model of the motor, and let me set you guys right here. I lost the top piece where the intake is gonna sit in the carburetor. So I looked and looked and looked on the trees of all the parts, and I can't find it nowhere. So I'm gonna either buy another Bronco model kit just for that part, or I'm gonna salvage like an intake somewhere. So I even looked all up. I thought maybe it was a chrome piece, and I was like, oh man, maybe it was a chrome piece. But I have plans to cut this trans with a Dremel, and I want to be able to fit. You know, that'll be a nice fit. And then if I could, have the motor, you know, have this motor covered by the engine, so that way, you know, just give it that one more step up, you know. So this has been a long plan, a lot of thinking, like, you know, should I tell you guys, because I want to see you guys do it too, because somebody else do it before me, then I might have a better chance of doing it, because I'll see somebody that's done it. You know, it's in my head, it's 3D, like all this stuff is 3D, so I'm trying to implement my design that's in my head to, like, I don't know, real fabrication or whatever. Like, I can't just order this stuff online, so I just got to do it how I want it. So I want like my own engine cover, and like, so I glued the motor together, and I know that there's gonna be, you know, all that, the little pins and stuff in there. I didn't even hollow that out. I was just thinking, like, let's see how much we gotta actually cut of the motor, you know, to try and get it scaled, because maybe I could even salvage the trans here and kind of glue pieces of the trans over this trans here to give it more of a scale look. And then I might have to take a Dremel back here and actually cut this frame just to shorten it, or what am I talking about? I'll just move the frame in shorter. I'll make the frame super short, and then I'll try and glue it in and get it set on there, because I haven't even put the ball studs or anything yet on this frame. So I'm just been thinking, and this is what I'm gonna do. And then about the gears and the transmission, like, I don't even have gears, but the way I'm gonna do the gearing is I'm gonna do it the same way I did my wife's truck. It's gonna be all OH32 A02 or OH30, but OH32, you know, the Jeep, I'm getting the letters mixed up right now, the Jeep and the Pedro's transmission. But it's gonna go from a 2mm from the trans, it'll be 2mm, and then it'll go down to the I believe these are 3mm, because what I have here, that won't work, because that's it's too big on that. It's too much play on that. Actually, yeah, because I had to drill that out to the 3 to 3mm. So I believe the original Orlando Hunter is 3 to 3mm. I'm not looking at anything. I'm just kind of like, I'm videotaping, just going off my head. And I can't use this gear and axle in this transmission. I have to use the Jeeps. So I know this spline right here is a different size. It's smaller. So I'm going to have to go to 3 to 2mm, because that's going to be way too, you know, it's too small for the input on the Jeeps. Like, the input on the Jeeps, I believe that was 2 to 2mm here. So I'm gonna have to get 2mm, yeah, to 3mm. There we go. I was a little confused at first, but I got it. But stay tuned for the next micro rigs video with the Jeep. You know, his little upgradey aids. I haven't painted his grill yet. I haven't even touched up his scratches. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna touch up the scratches, because the scratches are like, it's the you know, it's me learning how to drive. And boy, oh boy, this Jeep is fun. I love taking it with me, especially when I go to the mall and my wife's shopping. I'm like out inside in the parking lot, driving over a little tiny curve. One time, we were we like to go to like thrift stores and stuff, and they have like this thrift store in like a school, and like, so I was sitting there. I had my OH32A02, and I had the Jeep, and I'm like, man, I just want to go crawl, you know, and wanted a battery. Well, both the batteries are charged, but I didn't really want to like crawl with my controller all out in the rain and stuff. So I just took the Mitsubishi out, and was crawling around like right in front of the truck. There was like some little, like, not really like woods, but it was like this like circle little, maybe like 200 feet of like grass and like this little trail. It was like, looked like a bike trail or something. So I was just like crawling the OH32, and like my wife comes out from like shopping or whatever. Well, she had to donate clothes, and she wanted to get some clothes, and you know, there was like a whole bunch of police out there, and they're like, put your hands up, you know. We're like getting in the truck, we're like, whoa, what the heck is going on, you know? And like, they're like, what are you doing? Like, I'm driving an RC car, and they're like, what is that? I'm like, it's an RC car, and they're like, oh. And I'm like, man, I was like, that's crazy. I'm just driving an RC car, holy cow. But it was epic. I'm trying to get this little alternator on here too. No, there's no place to put it because the top piece ain't on here. But I'm gonna try and do that. I'm still iffy about making the link for the F-150 for OH35 P01. OH35 P01. I'm just about bending this. I don't want to crack it, so I think I'm gonna heat it up and go to my buddy's house. He's got a vise, and then I'll bend it like on the vise, nice and easy. I don't have a vise yet. And then been doing a lot of crawling on my TRX4. I put some more rocks and stuff on the TRX4's course and everything. I got like this big giant slope. I'll show you guys in the next video for that. But I'm gonna get ready to put the ball bearings in that I got. So epic, thank you very much. Oh man, super epic. I'm gonna get ready to put those in. I wanna do something like a mod where I get more of a turning angle, because I didn't buy the drift version. This is just the regular TT02. I think this car is gonna roll a lot better with some ball bearings. It's gonna be a big difference. I wanna get a metal drive shaft for it too, but that's not micro scale rigs. And then the semi truck is back on the back burner because I'm so like onto this Bronco build. But let me know in the comments what you guys think, what color I should paint it, what color I should paint the interior. I was just thinking about going black, you know, and I seen like there's like some details for like floor mats and stuff, but I don't know how much I'm gonna cut away in sand, so we'll see about that. So probably just paint it black and then get as much of the other interior as I want. I didn't really have plans to put the back bench seat in there. I didn't really want that. I kind of wanted it to be open, but I still wanted a roll bar in there, and I wanted to be able to have like stuff in the back, you know, like haul stuff and stuff like that, or have stuff in the back. I didn't really want the bench seat in the back. But let me know what color you guys think I should start painting this. Like, I want to be able to, you know, I wanted the battery and then the engine compartment. I don't know, did I post the other video? No, see, look at that. I got lazy on my videos. I have like, I thought I had videos posted and stuff, and I don't. I'm like, I got stuff on my GoPro app that's like, I'm looking at it like, whoa, did I post that? Did I make a video? But I want to be able to put a battery in there with the Orlando Hunter batteries. And that's another thing about the Orlando Hunter batteries. Somebody asked about the Orlando Hunter batteries on Banggood. I haven't really looked on Banggood in a while. I've been looking on Asia Tees, and I've been on RC Mart trying to find small batteries, and I've been going to the hobby shop looking for small batteries because of these custom builds. But for let me see, do I have a battery in there? No. I have a battery in the Jeep? No. I got a battery. But for like my OH35A01, sorry, I had to look over at the box. Sorry, that was very horrible. OH35A01 and my OH35 or OH32A02 kit, you have to use this battery or a battery this size, the peak power. But I haven't been able to find any of the peak powers in stock on Banggood lately. Now this is just me. As of this recording, it probably could be back in stock. But I know that I've seen things online on Facebook about a battery that's just like this that says Orlando Hunter on it, but I haven't been able to buy it. I haven't found a link, or I think there is a part number. I've seen a part number with a charger, but I don't know if that's just the charger or if it's the battery and the charger. I'm not for sure. But I still got like two of these batteries left, of the peak powers left. For me, they're just really hard to find. I do have like these drone batteries that I use for my drones, and I'll stuff that in my Orlando Hunter. In this one, in the Jeep and the Mitsubishi, there's no room to stuff like any of these big batteries. But these two big batteries right here, I can stuff these in my F-150, like right on the side, on the driver's side. The compartment bay is big enough for me to run these two batteries. But for my custom build, like the Miss Datsun, that one I have to use the peak power battery, the OH32A02. I have to use that, the OH35A01 kit. I have to use the peak power battery. I tried finding like a small battery up at my hobby shop, but it was too long, and so I modded out my wife's chassis in there, so it's more room where I can slide the battery in there and she can use the battery. So that way the two Orlando Hunters use the two peak powers I have, and then she can have a battery and crawl. But I ruined her battery because one day I was making a video and I was working on the trucks, and then I went to go eat and I went and rode the go-kart around, and I left my little LED light up here. As you can see, it's plugged in with a battery, plugged in with one of my drone batteries up here, and I left it on for like 3 days. I come back and I'm like, I turn off all my lights in my room, I get ready to go to bed. I was messing around on Unity, and I'm like, man, what is that light, And I'm like, I look over in my garage and I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, I had to get rid of that battery. That battery was toast. But yeah, don't ever do that. Don't ever leave your batteries plugged up. Like, as of this recording, I'm gonna shut the shop down, clean up everything. I got a lot of cleaning I gotta do. I got stuff everywhere. I had to get some trucks running so we can all drive around and stuff like that. There's nothing really wrong with my Glendale, but I'm gonna go ahead and swap engines because his motor on Xavier's truck is just really bad. But these are my thoughts, and this is what I'm gonna be doing in the Micro Scale Garage. Let me know if you guys like it so far, and how's everything going. How are your guys' builds going? Another thing, the next build, because I have two of these, my next build of this truck won't be using the Mitsubishi body. I'm gonna go up to this model cave store in Ypsilanti, and I'm gonna I'm gonna build the chassis, and then I'm gonna take the chassis up there and see if I can personally find a model kit body, like a Revro kit or some other model kit body that'll fit on to this frame, because this frame's a little bit longer than that frame, and I think I'll have a better chance of finding a model kit body that fit on there, because this is, the wheel wells are almost, I know it's backwards, but it kind of almost fits, you know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like it would work almost. But I don't know. Alright, you guys, like, share, subscribe. Peace and love, and God bless. Flow like water. RC anyway. PS, one more thing. How do you guys think that this truck would look with these monster truck tires? Oh no, I knocked the mechanic down. I want to figure out a way to mount these tires. I just screwed them on right now. But I've been thinking about using my stock rims for the Jeep and then gluing them on to actual low-seat rims because the front rims has those giant holes, and I was gonna shave some of this inside out right here and then glue it on there. That way I can still be able to fit one of my wrenches in there to bolt the wheel and tire on. I don't know, we'll see how that works, and I might have to shave her body, but I think it might look cool with those tires on there. But alright, like, share, subscribe, and as always, you know what to do. Flow like water, RC anyway, you guys. Love y'all.